Did you get a bonus this year? What about a raise? Well, you paid for both for thousands of state workers. Some employees received more than $10,000. Fox 11 Investigates first brought you this story 2 years ago. Robert Hornacek is back with a look at this year's numbers.
For the third straight year, dozens of state agencies handed out bonuses and raises to state workers. Through November 29th, Fox 11 Investigates found 48 state agencies handed out more than 5,500 bonuses and raises. That's a bonus or raise for 1 out of every 7 state workers. Total cost to taxpayers, more than $12.8 million. Some employees received one-time payments, like the IT security analyst at UW-Milwaukee, who received a $7,000 bonus. That's approximately 10% of that employee's salary. Most received hourly raises, like an attorney with the Department of Workforce Development, who received a raise worth $7.31 an hour. In a 40-hour work week, that adds up to more than $15,000 for a total salary of more than $84,000. That's the equivalent of a 22% raise. A spokesperson from the Department of Workforce Development says the attorney was being recruited by another employer and has years of specialized knowledge and experience. The spokesperson says the raise reflected the significant value the employee brings to the state. Those aren't the only big raises and bonuses. Fox 11 Investigates found that in 2014, 9 state workers received raises worth more than $10,000 a year.
When I see numbers that high, that does provoke a red flag. I think those are high.
Tom Sladek is with the Brown County Taxpayers Association.
I suspect that, bonuses or adjustments don't need to be that high to achieve the objectives of this program.
The average raise or bonus was worth more than $2,000. 3 employees at the Department of Revenue received the lowest bonuses, just $44. The bonuses and raises are handed out for several reasons. Merit pay is designed to reward top performers. Retention pay is designed to keep valuable employees. And equity pay is designed to make pay levels consistent throughout state agencies.
If we didn't have this tool, we would be in by far worse shape with retaining employees.
Cheryl Van Grunsven is the Human Resources Director at UW Green Bay. The university handed out 61 raises and bonuses. The average amount was about $1,800.
Is this program a fair way to compensate people?
I think it can be a very useful tool.
Van Grunsven says the university completed a compensation study last year that found many of the salaries are 12% lower than the average for similar jobs. The state's discretionary pay program allowed the university to do something about that.
We use that provision to try to increase those who are substantially below market, to at least give them a little bit of a bump, to bring them a little bit closer to where they should be.
UW-Madison handed out the most awards so far this year with more than 1,700, followed by the Department of Transportation, which handed out more than 600. Those numbers are through November 29th. The agency with the highest average payment was the Department of Health Services, with more than $6,500. A spokesperson says the raises were equity adjustments designed to raise the salary levels for several types of jobs. Those positions were underpaid, and the department was having significant recruitment and retention issues. As for the merit piece of the program, Sladek says it can be a good thing as long as it's administered properly.
The employees have to have a pretty clear understanding of what the criteria are. What are the benchmarks that have to be met? What truly qualifies as being exceptional and puts them into a pool for some sort of merit compensation.
According to the state, each agency develops its own process for awarding the raises and bonuses. At UW Green Bay, Van Grunsven says the process involves at least 5 steps, including the person's supervisor, a compensation committee, the chancellor, and the state.
Compensation is, dollars are hard to come by, so we want to make good decisions with our dollars and make sure that any adjustment we make is warranted.
What about the rest of state workers? Most received a 1% raise each of the last 2 years. Those were the first general raises for state workers since 2008. For Fox 11 Investigates, I'm Robert Hornacek.
If you would like more information on how many bonuses and raises each agency handed out so far this year, go to our website at fox11online.com and click on the Investigates section.